Welcome to Campaigns of the Plains. Hey, it's me again. We're doing this short shot, one-shot thing again. It's midnight. We're playing this book by Final...
It's like 8:30.
It is not midnight.
It's midnight to them.
What?
Oh.
It's midnight.
No, we're playing midnight. This book, here.
Okay.
From
From
Fantasy Flight Games, now Edge Studios.
Why are you?
But also a thing.
Why are you yelling?
Why are you yelling, honey?
I don't know.
We're all here.
It's okay. It's
Am I peeking?
It's okay.
Okay.
I compressed this anyway. It's
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
So it'll sound like this. No, hey, welcome back, guys. We are playing episode 5 of this little mini arc that we've been doing. We have some special characters that we wrote up in the special world. Yes, it's real special. And it's a dark fantasy, guys. And we're going to see where all of their choices has taken the team to this point. But before we dive in tonight, make sure that you go to our social media. You can find it down here below. And make sure to like us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, if any of those exist at this point when this airs. Also... make sure that you're hitting that bell on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to us on podcasts if that's how you prefer to listen to us. We're on Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon Music. We're on all those. So check us out. Whatever works best for you. We appreciate your support. And with that, I think we'll dive in. Could someone give me a recap of what we did last episode?
Does anyone have anything, or do you want me to?
I wrote down one note.
Which was?
And it might have been from the last season episode. I just said a debt is owed.
To me.
From me.
Yeah.
But that might have been like episode 3.
No, that was that last?
I don't know.
You saved my life.
It might have been in the end of this.
I think it was. Well, it was one of them. It was one of them.
I don't know. Put it in the comments.
The ice spiders was the very end of the last one. So then the most recent one before right now was when we met the ogre killer and the giant. And we befriended both of them. The giant was he who howls in the hills, but also named Door. And then the ogre killer was Bedrill. Bedrill, thank you. Benadryl, yes. Bedrill.
Sleepy.
So we sat down and talked to her for a bit. She helped us figure out what some of the stuff we had was. She kind of looked like the Witch Queen. We speculated that she's part of the royal family. The destroyed book that we found was actually a diary of the sorcerer trader general dude. And it wrote about him being insane, going insane. And Bedriel warned us not to trust the queen. And then the giant helped us down the mountain and away from a bunch of orcs that were going to kill us. And then we made it into the forest and bed down for the night.
Oh, and we found out that Prius is cursed.
Yes, we did.
And sometimes she wants to promote peace and non-lethal ways of harming people, and other times she wants to straight up murder.
Yes.
Thompson spiders.
And you thought it was weird that my character watches you guys in your sleep.
Also, did we learn that raven is what we were looking for?
Yes, the raven is what we were looking for.
Yes, we did learn that.
The MacGuffin?
Yes, it is.
We also learned your family sells tea.
Yeah, I learned that too.
And Shand offered to help us do something nefarious with his,
It is not nefarious.
It could be.
Secure.
Oh, yeah, we were arguing about what we should do with the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Because
the Meducan, we're calling it
Meducan, yeah, I like that. Because we don't know if we should give it to the queen or if we should do try and hide it and obfuscate it through your channels. So we're still trying to figure that out. Hopefully we figure that out today.
Probably not. But we'll give it a go. Oh, also, you remembered that you knew how to make a protective bubble for us to sleep in.
Yeah, so we don't have to sleep in the cold.
You remembered you could do stuff.
Yeah. I remember I can do things.
You just actually warmed up to us enough and be like, to share. Hey, by the way,
right.
I can do this thing.
I warmed up to you. Because it was really cold that night.
Wow.
I just wanted to snuggle with all of you, obviously.
We could snuggle inside your bubble.
We did.
We definitely did. Well,
You didn't because you were awake.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you were-
I'm willing to offer my lap as a pillow.
Mm.
Weird.
What? It's only weird if I stroke your hair.
Which she totally did. It's fine.
You wake up with braids in your hair.
Anyway.
Okay.
Full painted face.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And so,
The snake
You-
laying on your chest. Just...
yes,
Who's your son?
Yes, her
oh,
son.
yes, the snake
Yeah.
is my son. Yes,
Yes.
I did learn that.
you bed down. You had bedded down for the night, and Nova kept her vigilant watch over the group as they slept. And we open with a seemingly average village. We see small stick and stucco huts scattered throughout this small area. There are woods all around the village. We see a variety of people just starting to come out to start their day. You have a mix of people. There's humans and there's gnomes, halflings, even a few elves and dwarves. There's just this cornucopia of different peoples from across the land. It's quite the sight to see if you are familiar with the land of Aerith. People tend to stick to their own clans, to their own kinds, but here in this village there seems to be an accord. They all share a history. You can see it written across their faces, whether it be from the lines of a hard life lived in the face, or from the scars borne by tragedies and war over many years. But it's an average day. They're starting their daily chores. There are those who are going out to small fields and gardens on the outskirts of the village, starting to weed or corral animals into their pens. There are those who have started to milk some of the scant cattle that they have and goats. There's those who are out gathering from the fruit trees and the fruit bushes on the outskirts. It's a normal day. And we zoom in on a little child who is playing near the entrance of the town where the road comes into the first houses, and they're clutching a small doll and picking up interesting looking rocks. This one's kind of blue. That one's kind of red. Oh, this one sparkles, and that one goes into the pocket. It's just a normal day for this child. But something curious catches its attention. The child turns around just in time to see the blade swing down across its chest. And the town is caught unaware as the orc raiders began firing arrows, swinging swords, and lighting the houses and the huts on fire. It is gone within a matter of 5 minutes, maybe less. And nothing but devastation and the smell of charred flesh is left behind. And Bink, that's when you wake up in a cold sweat from your awful nightmare. You gasp as you wake up. Something about this dream, though strange and foreign, reminds you of your past, but you shake it off, and you can see that it is nearly dawn. What do you do?
He would probably look around and see if anyone else is up.
I am.
She's just staring at you.
You're sweating. Are you alright?
Yeah, it's hot in here.
It's not.
It's hot in here. Sorry. Sorry.
Get into character.
Yeah,
Gosh.
sorry.
But it's not because it's only kept at a comfortable temp.
That's a matter of preference.
Do you often gasp when you wake up? I start taking notes. Your eyes were moving very rapidly.
I was reading a good book in my dreams.
I don't know much about sleeping, but I don't... You can read while you're doing it.
Or can I? He'll go over to the fire and start making food.
I come up next to you. Do you want to talk about it? Just like behind you, really creepy like.
I guess. It was a nightmare. It was had those orcs in it. I think seeing those in the forest the other day brought up some past trauma.
Yes, that's fair. We've all been victims of orcish debauchery.
Yeah, those words.
Will you be alright to travel?
Yeah, it happens every once in a while. I'll push through.
Alright. Your eggs are burning.
They're expensive!
Oh shit.
Timely.
Alright. At least it is now. We'll see about when it
exactly.
when
It's
this
gonna be
airs.
2025.
Mm-hmm.
We might not have chickens in 2025.
Oh
Right.
god, don't say that.
Chickens.
I'll wake the rest of the group.
Lucky them.
How do you wake the rest of us?
Yeah.
Just like stare at us until we wake up?
I look over you, like directly over you, and then I touch you lightly on the shoulder. The sun has risen.
It has risen indeed? What?
Wake up. And I just like hovering over you, looking at you.
What? What are you doing? Why?
I thought perhaps a friendly face first thing in the morning was a good ritual to have. I'll wake the others.
Bink will scurry over. It's terrifying!
Yeah, that...
Just everybody. Go to everybody. Soft tap on the shoulder. Wake up. The sun has risen. Just everybody. Just me hovering over them, looking at them, like eyes open, big smile.
Maybe try playing some music next time. As I'll take up my turn, so it's just like playing something. Just
Should I hum? I could hum.
This deliverance?
What
can't be this. I'm not getting in a canoe.
Make you squeal like a pig. I've actually never seen
lips.
I've never seen Deliverance.
I've never seen Deliverance either. I've only seen parts of it. Yeah, pour it in bottle. So that dark campaign setting went. Sorry. Huh.
So
You make us nervous. We make incest jokes.
So you all arouse awake.
I don't know if that's the right word.
Rouse.
You all awake,
Mm-hmm.
Why awake?
Mm-hmm.
and you prepare yourself a breakfast. Some of it burnt, but you all prepare yourself for the day. Are you doing anything before you set out on your journey again?
We know the way, right? We don't have to worry about getting lost. We know directly where we're going.
We came from that way. We should go back.
I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
I believe you made some successful survival checks, so you are heading in the right direction, back towards the capital of the forest of Erythor.
I will do my daily, give everybody temporary hit points. Everyone gets 8.
Oh, I feed you so we could 8.
Yeah. I think it's just a bardic inspiration. I'm double checking. Yep, 8 temporary hit points. Everyone gets that.
Woo!
Sweet. Do we get a long rest?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I need that.
Do that.
I extended myself yesterday in that fight.
Prius.
Make sure to do the long
Did you
rest
dream
and then do the
visions
temporary hit points
of
because it
murder?
removes them.
Something about a war. I don't remember much of it.
Do you feel like committing murder today?
I don't want to commit murder ever.
And how is your blade?
Oh,
What words does it sing to you?
Do we know it's cursed? Did we
She
figure
told
that out?
us. She told us
Yeah.
it's cursed.
Yeah.
It's cursed.
Okay.
She's cool. She's fine.
Yeah, the blade. We knew the blade was
Yeah.
a female.
I'm just remembering things, people.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh.
You had a rough night.
You mean Bink's remembering things?
Yeah. That's what
Oh,
I said.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I had a nightmare.
It's okay.
And you, Shan, were your dreams peaceful or horrific?
I don't know, were they? Did I have some whack shit go on?
You remember imagery of a long time ago. You hadn't thought about it for quite some time, but your recent encounter with your old accomplice brought it to the forefront of your mind. You remember the last job you did with him and the last job you did with his brother, and you remember that you did all you could to help prevent his brother's untimely demise, but things happen when you're committing crimes against the shadow. And not everyone returns from those endeavors. So you recall imagery of his brother's face, dead and decayed, almost like one of the fell. One of those that died but didn't truly die. You remember fighting him off in your dreams, but when you wake, you shrug it off because this is the life you've chosen. You've grown accustomed to dark dreams.
Nothing out of the norm.
Good to know.
Is it weird she keeps a dream journal, but it's our dreams?
Yes.
I'm working on a case study. I told you that.
Yeah, you've mentioned that. It
Yeah.
doesn't
Do we
make
get,
it
like,
less weird.
Co-author credits?
I mean, I was gonna change all of your names for privacy, but I could leave
Okay.
it. I could leave them in there and credit you if you'd like.
Of course we want to be credited. I mean, don't all of you want to know everyone to know your dreams? I mean, my dreams are super normal. I'm on a stage naked and I'm just playing my Saturn and everyone's laughing at me.
I think I saw you do that in real time once.
Yeah, exactly. So it's totally normal and it happens all the time. Is that not what everyone else wants?
Well, clearly he's living the dream.
You got it.
I have no need for dreams.
Usually when I make it on stage, people are shocked. They're
Right,
laughing.
because it's hard to get up, right? Onto the stage because it's so high.
No, and then he pole vaults over onto your head and teabag you.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
This isn't so hard.
Right. Should we go? Should we continue onward?
Do we?
Do we have a plan? What do we want to do? Are we going to go do your nefarious means of returning this object to the Queen? Or are we going to hand it to her ourselves and hope she does not disembowel us? What's the plan here?
I feel like it's smarter to just give it to her and then leave, and not. Hopefully, she just like.
But what if she doesn't let us leave?
Well, don't you guys all have ways of like just leaving? Is that not a thing that you all can do, or is that just a me thing? Like teleporting stuff?
I murder port? I just kill and run away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if she tries to kill us, we'll just kill her back. How about that? Is that
She's our queen!
Without the kill part.
right? Without the kill part, yeah, exactly,
Well,
exactly. We'll just put her to sleep.
We'll
you know?
non-lethally disembowel her.
Yeah.
The same of which you did to the giant.
Exactly.
Or the whatever.
Ogre.
The ogre.
The ogre, yes.
I don't.
They're dead.
You know what? Yeah, no. But
Don't ruin the surprise.
if she were to try to kill us,
You
she
cannot
can't
claim.
be the queen.
You cannot claim self-defense against our queen.
Why not?
Well,
Because she is our queen. Her.
but she can't. Really
She is
be...
above law.
So
She
she's gonna
is
do
the
it.
law?
So she's gonna
Well,
do whatever she wants?
technically, she is a rebel of an illegal organization. But
She's got a point.
who's arguing really when
We're arguing.
Yeah.
This is treachery.
But if she's gonna kill us, would you rather she just kill us?
No, of course not.
So you want to subvert her by giving it to this spooky group?
No, that's
stuff.
what he suggested.
Yeah, I think we should vote, because that's a no.
Yeah, that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah, we win.
I said it was nefarious.
White win.
So we're in agreement. We're gonna give it to the queen.
I think that ultimately our goal was to give it to her all along. We're just all slightly concerned that she may harm us.
right.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't get delivered to her. I'm saying it would get delivered and we wouldn't have to be present.
I mean, can we just put in like a package at her doorstep and do the same thing?
Don't we want to know?
You want to ding dong dash the queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was going to do that, but with an
DoorDash?
extra safe
Yeah, DoorDash.
step.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, DoorDash. I mean, but what if there's a cool prize she's gonna give us for doing this?
Yes, murder.
Yeah, that's what she
Oh.
promised me, was murder.
She promised you to be murdered, or she
No,
promised
I could murder. I mean, kill, but...
Sure.
But are you guys interested to see what she wants with it? Oh, this is a thing voice.
I mean,
it is. Maybe she'll give us a grandiose plan of what she wants to use it
We
for.
have no reason to doubt our queen. She never said that she... I mean, why would she say that she had intended to harm us? But what we've learned is
Not to trust her.
yes, we have been told not to trust her. So, I don't have the answer. But we have been assigned a task and we should complete it.
I feel like if we don't bring it to her, she's gonna track us down and we're gonna have to bring it to her anyway, or they're gonna kill us and take it. So I feel
Yes.
like ultimately we might as well just give it to her. You know what I mean?
But do they know we have it?
Well, they know that the other group doesn't have it, so they assume we have it. Probably.
Could we not just give it to them to hand to her?
I don't like that.
Let them take the glory and the murder.
But then they'll just kill us.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
There's
They
only...
do have a certain individual who's not a big fan of me.
Alright, so we kill them, we hand it to the queen, and if the queen tries to kill us, then we commit the highest of treason.
Yeah, we'll just go on the run. It's fine. Maybe we can join the orcs.
Nylor pipes up and says,
Oh, he's still asleep. We don't wake him up.
He's,
Oh, yeah.
we played charades all night, he's need to sleep.
Nylor says, if I
Now that
may,
I'm bonded.
Wayne, he didn't talk about treason.
He's speaking my language.
Take it from an elder elf. I've been around 700 years now, and
That's all?
Wait. Why don't you give the item to the queen on our behest?
oh, I could.
You could tell her we saved your life, and you were coming back this way anyway.
What if they just kill him?
But why are we even giving it to her?
She sent us on this quest to go find this item.
What were we gonna do with it otherwise?
I don't know. It seemed kind of cool. I summoned some imps with it.
Yeah, but
It is their very item that made the general mad.
That was kind of why we
Sounds
started
great.
the conversation.
so you want to be mad?
I've been mad. You saw me mad.
That's true.
Those who have ruled over the Elven Kingdom have always had their secrets. They've always had their reasons. And none of them to this point have led us astray. So I am inclined to trust the Queen. I, of course, say this with full confidence for the rest of you. Whatever you do is your business. I am simply grateful that you rescued me from the depths of that cave.
Why were you in that cave? You never told us.
He was captured. He's a merchant.
Yeah, he was too far north.
I traveled up
I
to
don't
these
trust him.
parts to trade with the people.
You can insight check him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did. Let's try it again.
Yeah, I think we totally did.
I still don't trust him.
Yeah, you and I did. We failed miserably.
21.
Oh shit!
Rolled a natural 19.
That's good.
See, he's obviously naughty. He has to check to see if he's naughty.
Well, no, he probably just checking his stats.
I think that if we don't want to trust the what syndicate, is that what you call them?
Well, that's what everyone calls them. We don't really have a name.
Right.
The spooky bad guys.
Yeah. If we don't want to trust his route, and we're afraid to put ourselves before the Queen, then why not a merchant? We saved, and send him in with it. We can go there. We can just send him in with the item.
He seems honest.
He's okay.
I mean, that seems like the best of, we don't go in, which is something that most of us don't want to do. We don't trust the nefarious means, which most of us also don't want to do. I'm sorry. Again, I don't think that you're nefarious necessarily.
Possibly. It happens.
Yeah.
It's useful.
It's
Yeah.
it's easier if we know the hands of which are holding the item.
Although,
If we're going to give it to her, why don't we just give it to her?
yeah, she's gonna come track us down.
Yeah.
Regardless.
No offense, Nylar, but if we're going to give it to her, I want to give it to her.
Sure.
But I don't know if we should give it to her. That's what I thought we were arguing.
No,
Right.
I think that we all are in agreement that we should give it to her. We just
Oh, I don't know if we should give it to her. I think we're having a different disagreement.
Yeah, she might use it for nefarious purposes.
that is not our problem.
How is it not a problem if she uses this to potentially murder somebody or make someone crazy?
Up until this point, so far as I'm aware, the only murder that the Queen has committed is against our enemy.
True, but what is she did have some generals that defected to the enemy, right? What if she's gonna test some of her generals with this? You have to think about what she might do with this thing, because if she used this to kill a bunch of people, then isn't it on us that we gave her the power to kill a bunch of people? You know what I mean? You give a child a gun and then they run off and kill a bunch of people. Is it your fault or is it the kid's fault?
What's a gun?
I think in a court of law you would be found at fault for that,
Right.
as they're a minor. The Queen is not a minor. She
doesn't work in the
I
mine.
think she's a high elf. I don't think she works in the mine.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, exactly.
Wait, did you say you were nearly 700?
Yes.
How did you live to be so old?
Well,
Elves don't generally make it that long anymore, besides the Queen.
maybe up here in the north where they are fighting the orcs more often, but like I said, I'm from the south and we don't see a lot of action, as they might call it. If we're all being honest here, I'm a bit of a coward. I did have a chance to sign up for the Queen's army, and I chose to seclude myself from that life. I no longer I'm quite ashamed of.
You shouldn't be ashamed for wanting to save your own life. War is not cut out for everyone.
That is very true.
I mean, we can give it to the queen, and if she kills a bunch of people, I guess it's on her.
Exactly. She's not a minor. She's taking her own
She's
choices.
taking it to prevent other people from using it. Well, she's gonna like lock it away.
Yeah,
That's true. We don't know if she
We don't know
will.
the queen's intentions.
Well, I'm
How
pretty sure
could
she
we?
said she was going to use it.
How could we assume
she?
the
I don't remember.
intentions
That was
of
weeks
our
ago, Peter.
sovereign? It's she's far above us. We have no right to assume her intentions.
Well, you and I have different opinions about, questioning intentions. We have no idea what she's going to do with it. So I guess we'll just blindly give it to her. And if something bad happens, we'll just wash our hands of it. Be like, but we didn't give her that.
We are not, as you would call, heroes.
Oh,
It's
God,
not our duty to save the world and
Heroes.
right the wrongs and injustices. We are here for our own purposes.
Yeah,
As
money.
long as those purposes are met, then why does it matter what she does? If you're thinking in your logic.
But don't sell yourself short. You're heroes in my book.
Why, thank you.
Well, when you save someone's life, they're your hero, of course.
But I mean it in the way of, we are not fighting in this war.
That's true.
We
I
are.
think we are.
I mean, we are, but
We're infiltrating and stealing shit. We're not really fighting in it. I mean, we didn't fight up.
No.
we are not generals. We are not soldiers. We are not protecting the innocent and saving the lives of the villages across the country. We did help one man on our journey to something else.
That's true. What are you saying, Bink?
I just think we should go into her camp and pretend like we ran away and see how she reacts. And she never told us what we were supposed to get, so how would we know
I mean,
that we have the thing that she wants?
We could give her the book and see.
no, we don't want to give her the book because it's the journal, and then she'll know we know about what the item is. My thought process was,
we can't read that book, right?
We
can't-
only knew about it once we got help.
Yeah, Bedriel.
I
read
think
it.
that
Yeah,
our
so
best.
I think we should give her the book.
I think our best.
And just be like, oh, we have this book that seemed
Mhm.
pretty cool, and we got attacked,
Well,
and
that
we
was
ran
actually
away.
my plan with the bird, is to say we didn't get a description of the item. This is the only thing we found.
Mhm.
I'm sorry if it's not it. Maybe it's somewhere else.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
if
we're-
you'd like us to go out and search somewhere else,
Yeah.
we can.
And
So-
then we
Something.
can see how she reacts, and if she like goes crazy, we know maybe we shouldn't give her the deck. But if she seems cool, maybe I'll be like, look at this toy I found. Cash, super cash.
I like that idea. I mean,
Very ambiguous.
so we're lying, but not really.
Oh, I
lying.
wasn't saying give her the book at all. I was saying give her the bird and tell her we don't know what it. We didn't think.
No,
that was
why are we
it.
giving her the bird?
She knows what the bird is.
I know she knows what the bird is, but we might be more beneficial to us if she thinks we don't know what it is.
I mean,
yeah, but I think it's better if we keep it because we don't know her intentions.
right.
And just give her the book.
I think the book's the least thing that we have to worry about because she knows the story of the book. I'm sure she knows that the general went
it's true.
crazy.
We wouldn't be lying if we said we found this. We don't know what it's written in. We didn't find any.
If you get
magical,
shitty instructions, you're getting in shitty.
We didn't find any magical artifacts, which is true. We found nothing magical so far as
Yeah,
we
but
could
we-
discern.
Right?
No.
And
I threw it in the air. It didn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
we didn't. I mean, we
It just made imps.
and either one of
Yeah,
us.
that
None of
was
us have
fine.
the ability to check for magical items, so we couldn't. I mean, and it's written in a language we don't understand. Maybe it points to where the item is.
We don't know. Well,
We
we
don't
do, but we don't.
But we
Yeah,
don't.
but they don't know that we know.
Right.
They don't know that we know that they don't know that we know.
I just want to warn you: if she realizes we're lying, she
Yes.
will kill us for lying to her, or at least
So you're saying she's an evil person and we shouldn't give her that thing?
I think that.
Huh?
I think
If you feel
it's,
that she's going to murder you for not doing the thing that she gave you shitty instructions to do, but you want to give her the thing that's going to make her more powerful,
I
but
think it
you're
is-
afraid if you don't do that, she's going to murder you too, but she's a good person, but she's not a good
Oh
person?
no, I don't think she's a good person. I
Is that
think
a song?
Yes.
I don't think that she's a good person at all. I do think that we are in more danger if she catches us in a lie.
So we'll just tell her that we found this book. We won't say it's the only thing we found. We can just say, we found this book.
Period.
Here you
I
go.
think-
Here is this book.
From what I've noticed, You're good with your words, so you should conduct the lie.
Sure. I will specifically craft it to say we found this book. I will not say we only found the book. We found this book. We think it's what you want. Here
and
you go.
We're unsure of what the artifact was, but perhaps this is it.
Exactly. We think this is it. Here you go. Goodbye.
And then we'll read the room.
And then see how she feels. Yeah. And she's like, oh, this isn't what I was looking for, but you tried. Good job. Like, here's a cookie.
We could even spread more truth and tell her we did see the other party. Perhaps they found the item. If this isn't it.
Sure.
You know, and we could keep piling on lies.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, they could have found something that we missed.
Yeah.
We don't know.
For all we know, this item might be something different than what she's looking for.
It's possible.
I mean, we, again, did not receive a description of the item.
No, that's fair.
In hindsight, she's really
Nor
bad.
did we even
She's a really bad Craigslist listener.
Like, we didn't receive a description of the item. We didn't
Craig
receive
gave you
any
the list in that pub.
lore.
But, like,
Yeah.
it's really shit on Craig.
Right.
Alright, I think we have a plan. So, shall we to the capital? We still have a few days left of journeying.
Oh, we were journeying this entire time.
Oh, okay, we've been walking this
We've
whole
been
time.
walking this entire time. There's no way
I
we're
would
just sitting.
like to point out that we may want to avoid populations on our journey back.
Definitely agreed.
Okay.
So you're going to just take us directly there, avoiding all cities and major roads.
I think that's probably the best idea.
Okay. So as long as you know how to go there. I don't know how to get there. You know how to get there, right? I'm putting this all on you. You know how to do this.
Yes, I in theory, I think I should be able to get us to our destination.
Okay.
Isn't it just out?
In theory.
I don't
feel like we're on a mountain.
It's very easy to get lost in woods. I am from cave life in the underground. I don't. Okay. Oh, we'll be fine.
We better. Or else we'll find something that might kill us.
Well, it's not new, is it? Maybe we'll befriend it like we did with the giant.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we could let Prius try her hand at diplomacy this time.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're okay flying to the Queen?
No.
I will be lying. But not lying.
I am
It's not lying, it's just not telling everything we know.
Yeah, it's a white
I
lie.
am not.
Didn't you guys have parents?
Most of us do.
I mean,
Yeah.
I am quite old, and my parents are quite long gone. So, yes, but it's been a while. But lying does make me a bit uncomfortable.
Well, you're not going to have to lie.
That's why I told you that
Because
you
she
would be the
doesn't
one.
sleep, she's not used to lying down.
Ah, a joke.
Well, shall we walk and talk?
We've been doing that, I hope, this whole time.
Some more, I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, some more, yeah, we'll make those tonight.
Yeah, sounds good.
you continue along your way. Are you... You say you're avoiding population centers? Are you doing anything else?
How long does pass without a trace last?
An hour?
Oh, and you can't just keep casting that, I'm assuming, right?
I mean, if we're not doing anything else today, I can keep casting it, but I'll run out of spells eventually.
I mean, a normal day's trek is like 8 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, can you cast it 8 times? Assuming we don't run into any encounters.
I can cast it 3, 4, 5 times.
So maybe when we get closer to towns or major roads?
If we have to, if our path forces us to pass over a road or near a town, I'll use it.
Sounds good. Good idea. Do we have a map? Or do you just know where the major towns and roads are?
I would assume we were given a map upon original travel.
There aren't many maps in Aerith.
Well, hell. I have a very good memory. And also, I was jotting it down, the path we were taking.
Do you have something called Keen Mind by chance?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
So-
no. But the stars, they're not out right now.
I will tell you this much. When you were given your original task, you did speak with a courtier about the best path up north to your quarry. And they did give you a list of towns to aim for and to stop by on your way up, that where you could stock up on supplies and get the directions to the next town in the road. The roads there are roads in the forest, but they are mostly weather worn because of the nature of this land.
Well, I did jot down the town names and the time it took distance-wise between them, so as long as we stay kind of close to towns, but not in towns, we should be fine.
Sounds good. As long as you know where we're going,
Yeah!
I trust you to know where we're going.
Of course
That's
you...
all I care about.
Okay, perfect. As long as I'm getting assistance in my search, in my journey, in my travels.
I will keep an eye out for you if that's what you need.
Perfect.
So, you continue on, forging a path through the woods to try and find your way back the way you came, without being noticed. And as you travel, the eager and lively conversation seems to die away, and you're left with the silence and with your memories. Nova. Atlas slithers down the staff, begins nuzzling you, looking up with you with those big doe eyes. He's hungry.
I start wrestling around in my bag and I pull out an egg.
Mm-hmm. And he...
Oh, you're so cute when you eat my little nugget.
And in this moment, you flash back. You remember a little drow boy. And you remember feeding him his eggs in the mornings.
Whole, just the way he likes them now.
Crunchy eggs.
He'd, you remember, they were hard-boiled, but he would stick the whole thing in your mouth, and it worried you so as he just went...
No, we did it with the French way, where they soft boil them, and then you crack the top open and eat them with a little spoon.
Monkey brains.
Yeah, sure.
And, what's a memory of your son that you have?
Oh, well, he's grown now. He's been grown for a while. Actually, much like our traveling companion, Nova didn't want to get involved in the war, and they were pretty happy in the safe underbelly of the drow cities. Atlas wanted to fight, and she remembered finally giving in and letting him go and saying that last goodbye and how hard it was. Sad memory. For a sad time.
And you ruminate on this memory, and you remember when your son was changed for forever. You think about that day, about what you could have done different. A little tear trickles down your cheek, and you feel a soft nuzzle as Atlas rubs it away with his snout.
My love. Get your legs back again one day.
I'll just be a lizard.
Yeah.
Just a lizard.
He looks back at you, and the only response you get is a little flick of the tongue. And he curls back up to the top of the staff, and now with a huge lump of an egg in his belly. And doesn't really perch, but so much rests his chin on the top of the staff and just stares out blankly into the distance.
I hope you don't lose your humanity one of these days, my love.
You do think about that.
There's still intelligence behind your eyes for now. But how long? Who knows?
How long has it been?
Probably like 10 years.
Your knowledge of the arcane is sufficient. Sufficient enough. There's probably little time left. With that, you come across after traveling for several hours, you come across a village ahead of you. You recall this one. It is full of the northern elves, the warriors of the forest, the ones that keep the hordes of orcs at bay. You're not quite sure if this would be a safe stop or not.
There's a town ahead. It's the one with all of the warrior elves. I don't know if we want to try to go into a town on our journey for sustenance.
I mean, as I glance around, I saw a bush back there that looked like it was pretty good. It had a bunch of berries and
Those
shit.
are poisonous.
What about that one over there?
Those are poisonous too.
What about that one over there?
That one will just give you the shits.
Dude, is there any non-poisonous berries in this fucking forest?
I would assume so, but the ones that are poisonous are the hardiest ones.
Would I know if purify food and drink would... Fuck, are you gonna have that spell? No, I don't. Never mind.
You would not.
Never mind. I can make them laugh.
You could make the berries laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could also just go hunting.
Yeah, we could go kill some nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Are you a vegetarian, dear?
Oh no, it's fine.
Do you know how meat is attained?
Right.
The kitchen.
Yes, but-
Small talk.
no.
Did you see that bird right there? Vicious mockery.
That's his name?
The crow flying overhead goes,
You think to draw people to us?
Vicious mockery doesn't make him laugh. I'm making a joke at it and it takes damage. That's all it does.
oh, okay.
No, I didn't make it laugh.
Oh, okay.
I'm literally just saying, "Ha, stupid fucking bird," and it takes like psychic damage.
Okay.
He's gonna kill the crow.
So-
Yes, I am.
Bird flies. Yeah, the crow falls out of the air and lands on the ground, twitching briefly before. laying
Oh,
still.
that, my dear, is how meat is made.
Why?
That's food right there. Go get that. And
I'm not eating that.
why not? It's a bird.
I feel like we've had chicken on one of the inns we stayed at on our journey. That was a living bird at one point.
It wasn't when I ate it.
No.
It's
Well,
not
that's-
anymore. It's
yeah,
almost
And
dead.
I suppose
That's
you
not
were not.
cooked.
Hey, we can
Or
cook it
go
quick.
cook it.
I don't want to eat that.
How about you pick up your prize and we find a place to bed for the evening, and then we'll pluck the bird.
Is it getting late enough to?
No, I would say that you've traveled maybe 5 hours at this point.
Oh, that's lunch.
Yeah, we can make lunch quick.
Prius, at the back of your mind, you hear, "Oh, perhaps I should have taken him as my ward. Oh, he knows how to kill and savor it."
As I'm just laughing at this dead bird. This bird's dead.
You should be careful. Birds
As
are
the-
intelligent creatures.
As you're looking at
It's a
the
bird.
dead bird, Atlas starts swirling down my staff and like goes over to it and looks at me like, "Can I eat this?"
I mean, it's a crow. It's fine. Do whatever.
Wanna eat that?
Do whatever you need.
I would like to consume this bird, mother.
There's more birds.
Just
As Atlas does so, the bird flutters all of a sudden and takes off into the air.
holy crap!
I guess I didn't kill it enough. I mean, if 44 of a damage isn't enough to kill it, I don't know.
You rolled all once.
I mean, I could roll once. I'm gonna roll damage just because I
I
can.
think you may regret attacking that bird. They're very intelligent.
No, that's 7 plus 5. Does it have more than 12 health?
Did you do it?
I left-
Are you just retroactively doing it?
Sure.
Okay, I'm telling you that retroactively, no matter how much damage you did, it flies off.
You don't get to have the bird.
Ugh, fine.
Come, Atlas. You don't need bird. You had an egg not
That was a
2
strong
hours
bird.
before.
That was a strong bird. Fuck. Well, I
Well,
mean,
perhaps it was someone's familiar, and now we were in danger.
then it would have died. Because they don't have a lot of health.
How do you know that for certain?
Familiars are not strong.
Do you have one?
No, I know of many people who have familiars and they're not strong.
You thought Atlas was a familiar.
Yeah, but I didn't try and kill him.
He sticks his tongue out at you.
Itch.
You're welcome. I mean,
So here, like, fight me.
I mean, you're,
1v1 me.
you're a small snake that has no offensive capabilities, as far as I know.
She's right, you know. Make him a little battle armor.
Very cute.
So, what are you guys doing?
I say we avoid the city. We can find our own
yes,
food.
I agree. I'll put pass without a trace on us while we walk past.
Good idea.
So, I will say for brevity, you get past the city, and you make it past. Are you hunting or foraging at all?
Sure.
Those aren't poisonous.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I'll just grab a bunch of these then, and we can just pop them in our mouths as we go.
Shand, I would like a perception check from you.
16.
Okay. Total?
Yes.
You look up as you are helping the team gather some berries, and you see some carvings in one of the trees. And at first, it takes you a while to recall, but this is in a language that you recognize. It's Thieves' Cant, and
Thieves can't what?
it is essentially a wanted poster for 5 traveling sellswords that seem to match your description.
Oh, hell.
Oh, boy.
And you kind of shake your head. You think about that dream you had last night. You think about that night. You try and push it out of your head, but it just keeps on coming back to you. You think about Dap and like that last mission together. All right, brother. We're gonna go in. We're gonna hit him hard. You got my back?
When do I not?
That's why I like you. Hey, look out for the kid, all right?
I really don't know why you thought it was a good idea to bring him with.
Come on. This is in and out, man.
Yeah, but it's not a good idea to bring him on something like this for their first outing.
In-N-Out burgers.
Yeah, In-N-Out burgers. It's In-N-Out burgers, man.
just getting food, dude.
It's not calorie, but like, it's so good.
Yeah, but he's young and he probably shouldn't be drinking all that soda.
Right.
Look, I told him, hang back, all right? He's pretty much our wash guy, all right? Go in, get out, just do the hit quick. No trouble, all right? This is the easiest job we've ever had.
Okay. I'd also like to remind you, you said that about the last one. You say that about all of that.
Yeah, but it's us, man.
Yeah. All right, just let's go.
Okay. And so your friend Dap jumps over the low wall that you'd been crouching behind and sneaks forward, and in your head, the night fast forwards. You remember taking out some orcs, taking out a few small goblins, little piss ants they are. And then you remember running into that room. And there was a lot more guards than you had anticipated. Like, so many you were certain this was a trap. Someone snitched. And, damn, the kid was there. You did your best. You depleted all the daggers you had on you. You were down to just a small little sword, practically a knife. So was he. They got between you, split you up. Wasn't anything you could do. It was fucked from the beginning. You got out, though. You got plenty of scars and bruises to prove it. That it wasn't an easy fight. You just remember heaving deep breaths behind a tree, trying to make sense of what just happened. You see Dap catch up with you. And he's laughing. The fool doesn't even know what's happened. See, he went up high, he went down low. He had a cakewalk compared to you. And then he asks the question you've been dreading. Hey, where's my brother?
You idiot, I told you. This was not a good idea. Somebody told them.
What? No.
They were aware. They knew about it. They knew we were coming.
What do you mean? Where's my brother?
He's not coming back.
He pushes you. And he says, where's my fucking brother?
He's back there.
Piece of shit. And before he can do anything, though, you see your captain comes out and he's out of breath, but he sees the flash of silver as Dap is pulling out a knife, and he shoves him back and says, "What the fuck are you doing? Did I catch you in time? We just got word. We caught the mole. What the fuck happened? You look like shit. What happened? God damn it. Need both of you back at camp now." And that's the last you ever spoke to Dap, because though he put his blade away, he didn't say a damn thing to you on the way back. Not until you saw him again 3 years later. In a forest in the cold north. About to go storm the caves full of orcs.
Oh, I found some more berries. These are blue. These look really good. Edible?
They're mildly hallucinogenic, but as long as you don't eat too many, you should be alright.
So, handfuls is what you're saying,
Yeah.
girl.
Well, I suppose.
I took 3.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him, I'm sure.
1 for each.
No, they're not.
Right.
They're not deadly. You'll just have a good laugh.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take 5. It's fine.
Right. Okay. Are you alright? You haven't blinked in a while, and
You
you
have a
look.
problem.
And that's coming from the person that doesn't sleep.
I blink, but what's the problem? What's wrong?
I point out the thieves' cans.
What does that mean?
Are you
That's squiggles.
writing love letters on the tree? I can't
No.
read that.
That is a message about us.
Oh, like what? Like a good message? Oh, like, Bink's got the best pole dancing skills in all the land.
It's a wanted poster.
Well, shit, who wants us?
I mean, who doesn't want us?
That's true.
It's not about Bink's big pole.
Wait, but is it like the bad kind of wanted poster I'm imagining? What's the reward for? What are we worth? What are our heads worth?
Like 2 gold? 3? What are we talking?
Yeah, is it like a package deal? Or is it like, can I just bring you guys
Is
in?
it dead or alive? Is it...
And is that would it have any notice of reward?
Yeah, the reward says it essentially boils down to a month's rations and also your pick of an item from the armory, which you know is full of the few remaining magical objects in this world that are controlled by the elven people.
The armory of the queen? Are we wanted by the queen now?
Does it say who we're wanted by, or does it say just we're wanted people?
You see in the message a coded name, but you recognize it. It's Dap's signature.
Well, it's from an old friend, but I've got my suspicions about him, especially when considered that he's also working on a job for the Queen that also happens to be a backup crew.
Oh, is he part of the Dick Gang? The Gang of Dicks?
Yeah.
The GOD.
Yeah.
GOD, yeah. Gang of Dicks, yeah, GOD, yeah.
That's GOD.
Yeah.
So
he's part of the Gang of Dicks, so that means that he probably wants to kill us or capture us and turn us in for some reason. What if this was just like a hit he put out because he doesn't like you?
Yeah, but
If
he really
he-
liked us.
I'm sorry, if you put a hit out on just him, I'd believe that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that the wanted poster was for all of us.
Yeah, but maybe we're hated by association.
You're
Yeah.
more willing to trust this man than the queen.
I don't trust either of them.
I think that this man wants to kill us and take the thing that we got for the queen to win her favor.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
So
So we're obviously not going to go find this dude and kill him, because that's just a bad idea.
we should be wary.
Yes.
And there are going to be a lot more people looking for us now, so avoiding the town is definitely a good idea.
But this doesn't automatically mean the queen wants to kill us. Maybe he just wants to kill us. And
So
take...
that they can get the glory of returning the item to the queen.
Exactly. And then they'll get murdered.
Yes, I suppose.
What if they're just looking for us because they want to help us?
I don't think they'd be wanted.
I don't think
they
there'd
would
be a reward if
I don't
they
think they
wanted
put
to
a
help.
bounty on our head because they want to befriend us.
Right. They probably definitely want to steal it from us and kill us. Or
So we
either
should-
or.
So we should be wary while we're resting. We should be wary while we're traveling. We should stay away from towns. And those of us who can alter our appearances should probably do so.
Orc. Wait, no. Goblin. No, wait, no. Human.
That's probably more better for this area.
Wait, elf. Different elf. Different elf. Different elf. Different elf.
Just having a good time.
Yeah?
That's getting really weird.
Oh, sorry.
Fine.
Oh, can you... Oh, yeah, you guys can't do that. Sorry. It's magic! Just, like... Magic.
Well, okay, so we're
Can Bink climb up to you and start swiping his hand and just saying raises too?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it change?
Yeah, it totally does. Yeah. Yeah. You can do magic! You can do magic! I'm doing magic, you guys! You're amazing!
huh.
I just make a direct eye contact with Atlas, and then we both look back at you guys. The snake shrugs.
With shrugs without any shoulders.
Right.
He does one of these.
Don't go there, girlfriend.
Yeah. Sassy head roll.
So,
Right, so we should press on and
Yeah.
maybe just like clean that up.
Now, can you get rid of that?
It's carved into the tree.
yes.
I can...
I can just scratch it off with my daggers.
Yeah. You are scratch away at the bark, and this tree will probably die, but the message is gone.
Wait, what if we find another tree and you know how to write in that weird scratchy language? What if you put out a hit on him?
What would that accomplish? We'd just all be wanted.
Well, at least then they'd have people tracking them as well.
Why does that help us?
Nice to be
It hinders
wanted.
them, and that's
It is nice to be
It is nice to be
but it hinders them.
What if I go into one of these nearby towns and be like, hey, has anyone seen a group of dicks, basically? And be like, they're wanted for murder by the queen or something, and sow chaos.
Actually, that kind of sounds fun.
But
doesn't it?
none of you can come because you'll all be unidentified. Maybe you. Maybe you can come.
I wouldn't. I'm not very good at lying.
You're just along
thing.
for moral
but
support.
I could give you aid. Yes.
Do we want to do that? Is that an idea that we want to go through with? It shouldn't take too long. Maybe 5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours. Okay,
Why?
Never mind. We'll drop this. Let's keep going.
Oh, okay, fine. You gotta have a little fun in town while you're there. You can't just go in and talk about people.
I suppose we would have to go to the bar and
Yeah.
and
Have a couple drinks.
Play
Play a couple games of
we would need to
ingratiate.
engage in local debauchery, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. Help with their economy, because we have so much money.
Well, there's no reason for coin in this day and age, but we do have food.
Right.
I don't understand why you have such an issue with my group. You were
Assassins?
fit right in.
Because we want to kill people? That's what you're saying?
Excuse me, is this a job offer?
You don't get a job offer from us.
Well, how do you gain employment
Are you
then?
born into it? Are you molded by it?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
What?
Could be Maybelline.
Are you molded into the environment, or were you born into it, or
Are
is
you
it?
referencing something?
No.
That's not.
No.
Is that how it works for your college?
Yeah. Usually, you're born into being able to sing really well.
Oh.
I was taught the.
Are you trying to mock this Dark Knight?
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, I learned my art of nature from the Myconids.
Oh yeah, did they spore into your brain and tell you how to do all that stuff?
No, well, I mean, I suppose they did speak to me in my mind.
And I send you a message like this.
Exactly like
Oh,
that.
okay.
But it sounds much more strange when you put it that way.
Like this. Is that better?
No.
Oh, okay.
I meant with the sporing into the mind.
Oh.
That is how they communicate, but it's not. It's more nuanced than that.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it?
Like gentle giants, really.
No, it was really
Make
just
a
more
great
about the whole
Just not mushroom soup.
Not mushrooms.
going in and undercover and do that.
Espionage?
Yes,
Hmm.
we're not there. We do conduct assassinations on certain individuals, of course,
Well, Prius is definitely out.
it's
on that.
not-
Yeah, hard pass from
that's
her.
not really how it all works. Not everyone does that. Some people are just spies.
Do you just need a
That's
gardener?
spycraft.
Sure.
What?
Just a gardener or someone to help with star charts. That's really good. I'm good.
Are you going to tell everyone their astrological sign?
Yeah, I could. I mean, it really does determine your mood. I could pick people that would go on your missions, because the mood alignments are really great for outings.
You Aries can't go with you Capricorn because you're going to fight. So you Taurus have to go with you Capricorn, and you Aries have to go with you Libra. So like those.
And there are certain signs that really need to do things on their own.
Yeah, you know.
Scorpios.
Scorpios. Yeah, they just gotta do their own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know any of what you're talking about.
And that's how come your missions fail.
I wouldn't say they failed.
Didn't your friend die?
Didn't Dap say?
It's because there wasn't a good pairing. See, you and that redheaded fellow were a good pairing, and then you brought his brother along, and that threw off all of your balance.
The feng shui.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I thought Mercury was in retrograde.
It always is. That damn Mercury always in retrograde.
But realistically, though,
In
how does
Gatorade.
one become a felon?
Gatorade.
Yeah. Mercury's in Gatorade.
I was wondering.
Powerade?
Yeah, how does one become a felon? You steal and kill people.
Yes, but how do you become one in an organized system?
You show them that you can steal and kill people.
Oh, I can't do either of those things successfully.
Well, there you go. I don't think you're allowed in.
Assassin?
You have to do it stealthily. You have to be stealthy.
If you have to ask yourself, then you already know the answer.
Yes. Oh my gosh. All right, so are we covering up the thieves' camp?
We
Is
did that. We walked away.
Okay, sounds good.
My pee on the tree.
Oh, okay. Good
We
idea.
should keep our eye out on more of those little signs,
Messages, yeah.
messages.
This is gonna turn into Assassin's Creed, just tearing down all the wanted posters.
Is that exactly?
They never get the nose right.
That's true.
All the chicken scratches. Pictures?
That's
Yeah, it was pictures and names and descriptions and all that stuff. Yeah.
to be fair, no one's really seen much of.
Oh, that's true.
We conceal our identities. I'll see.
Human.
It would be easy for you.
Orc.
Most of us just have to wear all these wraps.
Rats.
So as you continue after covering up the thieves' cant and making your path south ever so, again, everything seems to fall away as just the steady footfalls fill your ears. Your minds all begin to wander again to your private thoughts, keeping an eye out for any wayward adventurers that may cross your path. Rorx. Your mind wanders, as it often does. You remember the good times. When you and your family were together, when life was simpler. Yeah, you had to grow up under the oppression of the shadow, but you made it work. Things were okay where you came from. Your village was relatively unharassed by the orcs and the legates that would come by asking for tithes. Yeah, they'd maybe beat up a few people every now and then, but generally, most survived unscathed. Maybe a little hungry for all the food that they took from you. But could have been worse. Until it was. You remember your father always hounding you about how it's important that the family keep their secret, that you were changelings, that kind of attention might draw the wrong eyes. You've always been a prankster all your life. Can't help it. Like, it's just who you were meant to be. Maybe in another world, people would have appreciated your gift to bring laughter, to bring happiness to the people around you. But when you changed into the governor of your town, the turncoat who was assigned by the Shadow to oversee your town, that was, for one, a straw no one should ever cross. And it was also deathly serious to you and your family. You remember rushing home and slamming the door shut. Your heartbeat is racing. You are bewildered by what you just witnessed. There's guards close behind you. What are you telling your family?
This isn't what it looks like. I didn't do that thing that I did last time with the governor's daughter, and I didn't do that other thing with the governor's son. It's just, this isn't what it looks like. That I'm sure this will all blow over. Don't worry about it. We can always just like move or something.
And your father speaks up and says, Rorx, what have you done?
Well, I might have tried to pretend to be the blacksmith and get some supplies to, try and build something, or trade it for other cool shit. I mean, there was this what's it called? It's not like a guitar. It's not like a lute. It's something along those lines. I saw in a window in town, someone just had it up, and I was gonna trade that stuff for that thing so I could, play music for people, because I've always wanted to. I know you don't want me to be a musician. I know you don't want me to sing, but it's what I'm made for, Dad. Like, I have to sing to the heavens. That's just who I am.
At that time, there is a loud bang on the door behind you.
Don't answer that.
Just everyone, get back. I'll try to smooth this over. And your father stepped forward and very calmly opens the door. Before he has it swung all the way open, it is kicked forward, and he is knocked back prone. And the guards start rushing in, swords drawn. Their orcish visage bearing down face to face to you. As they push you down to the ground and begin tying all of your family up with very strong ropes. And you scream and you protest. as you and your family are drug away and thrown onto a cart. Your family is driven for miles and miles. At least 2 days go by, maybe more, 3, 4. You begin to get hungry and tired. You lose count of time, and your little sister, she's crying. And an orc that is flanking the cart reaches in and smacks her on the head to shut her up. Finally, you get to a cave. It's near the Great Lake. And you're brought below into a cave. It's dark, it's damp, it's terrifying. You've never been in this bad of trouble before. You're not sure what kind of punishment this is. You've been slapped on the wrist before. You've even served time in the Gowls, but they let you out. Your father always smoothed things over. And you've heard him this entire time pleading with the guards, "Please, let my family go. It was a simple prank." But you know that you've revealed your family's secret. You know that you mimicked someone and they saw you changing. And while it's not a crime, it's definitely something that they take note of. You are taken into this wide chamber, and you are still bound, still tied. You're forced to your knees. You're all bloody and bruised at this time. They've not been gentle. And they take your father first. Not behind some closed door, but you do see this mage step forward. He's different than the usual dark priests you've seen. They usually are dressed in these black robes. They usually have this sickly, foul look to them, like that of the undead, the fell. But this one's different. His skin is pale. He's sallow. He looks almost malnourished, but he looks whole. His robes are a glistening white, like the freshest snow shining in the morning sun. And there is this malice in his eyes. His eyes are just like deep pits. And you see him reach out with a crooked, crimped hand, and your father, who has been tied down to a table, begins to be pulled apart as if by a bunch of strings. And you see these crystals at the edge of the board in which he is tied down begin absorbing your father, his essence to change. And you see now his face is just morphing in between all the different visages you've seen him use in his life. And even more you've never seen since you've been hiding from the shadow. And in mere moments, he is shredded to nothingness and is gone. And this continues next for your mother, your sister, your oldest brother. In all this time, you are horrified from what you're witnessing. But all this time, you are also squirming and trying to fight to get out, and you, one of the guards sees you and is like trying to push you down, but you like get your feet underneath of you and you just push up, and as you do, your head morphs into his own head, like this big orcish head, and just butts him right in the chin, and it just dazes him. He was not expecting that. And you take this chance and you run. And you run. And you don't stop running. You don't stop. And you don't stop. And the days that preceded when you were on the wagon seemed like a short jaunt compared to the amount of time you spent running from this horrible fate that your family and you suffered. You don't know how many days it was. You don't know when you stopped. You don't know how you passed so many people, so many guards with your hands still tied behind your back. But eventually you reached some trees and you collapsed, and next thing you knew, you woke up surrounded by concerned but friendly faces. Seems like you never really stopped running since that day. So you wander on to another town in the distance. This one seems different. This one, you can see what you think from a distance is chimney fires. But there seems to be too many of them. Can I get a perception check from everyone?
Whoa. She's good at that. Okay. I got a 10.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
14.
15.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, Shan, you see off in the distance, you have to squint a little bit, but it's pretty clear that this town has been razed. That's weird, being how far into the forest this little village is, but yeah, it's definitely the work of some enemy. You do look down and you see horse prints. You see the horseshoes of, it seems like they're a big horse, but you know, elven horseshoes have a certain distinct shape to them. And they lead straight to this burning town.
So I do recognize these as being elven horseshoes. Oh boy. How many like sets? Can I tell how many horses there might have been?
You're thinking maybe 3 or 4. They cross over each other's lanes sometimes, but probably 3. Set of blueprints as well.
We have another problem.
Other than a town on fire?
Well, it's part of that. There's a few sets of prints from horses. They're using elven horseshoes.
Oh, what if it's the gang of dicks?
It does seem like they are nefarious.
They rode horses. And there were elven war horses, I think?
And how many of them were there?
There were 3 horses and one of them was on foot.
Must have been them, but why would they attack a village?
Maybe they could pin it on us. They're making faster headway than us because they're on horseback, right? So they can get in front of us, and then they lead the story and say, "Oh, these douchebags, us, set this fire, and now we're wanted because we set this fire." When really they set the fire and just pinned it on us. Or maybe they're threatening people who might help us. Because maybe like they came in and were like, "Hey, have you seen these people?" And they thought, "Well, no, we haven't seen these people." And they're like, "You're protecting them." So they kill them and burn their city.
I think your first theory makes more sense. I don't know why they would think people would be protecting us. We only passed through these towns once. I don't even know if we passed through this small town.
Yeah, I didn't sleep with anyone in this town, I don't think.
Have you slept with people in the other towns we've been to?
Maybe. I go through a lot of towns.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Do you have, like, lots of children now?
No. No.
Are you sure?
Not that he's aware of.
No, I'm positive.
Oh.
Magic,
yes.
Don't worry about it. Magic.
Enough of this, though. Shouldn't we check out this village?
Yes.
Or maybe we don't go there at all.
They could be there waiting for us, thinking that we would go.
Maybe it's a trap!
Yeah, it could be a trap.
Yes. If we also never go there, they can't say we did it.
I mean, they can still say we did it. We just can have
There's
plausible.
more evidence to support that.
And there's no witnesses alive. Who has what to say?
What if one of them can also do this and they make it look like us? Then they would be a witness. And there was like one witness. And they're like, yeah, this dude that looks like this, looks like Shan probably, was there and killed a bunch of people. I mean, magic, obviously other people know how to do this.
Isn't it more important to save people right now, though? See if there's anyone alive?
Do we hear any voices? Like, do we hear screaming? Do we hear anything? Or is it just like the fiery crackles of buildings?
I would say you're still a couple miles out of the town. Like the perception check I gave you was just like visuals, and also tracking. Like,
okay.
So you'd probably have to get closer to investigate the town.
I mean, we can get closer and see if there's any people alive.
I just don't think we can help them. I think we just need to stay away.
We're not. Bink's actually right here. We really aren't equipped.
I mean, how big is this town? Is it like 10 buildings? Is it 2 buildings?
You see,
If it's
I'll,
like 2
I'll say
buildings?
now that you're really staring at it and looking at it, you see huts made of like wood and stucco, and
These houses look flamed beyond repair.
yeah, and you see some fields on the outskirts, some fruit-bearing trees and bushes. You see some figures laying on some dark points on the road in the middle of the town.
Do we have any idea how long this fire has been going?
Looks like it's gone for a little while.
I feel like the damage is done. I don't think there are any people left to save.
But what if there is?
Should we go check?
I don't think we can save them.
You do know that the road goes through the town. And it goes on towards another town south of here.
I
We
mean,
just talked about how we don't want to be
The
in
wrong,
town, so
the bad choice is going to the town. The right choice is going to the town.
Oh, so we're in agreement. We're not going to the town.
Yeah, that sounds kind of...
well, I think some of us want to go to the town. I'm not saying it's the right choice, but feel like some people really want to go. Maybe a couple people can stealth closer and see if there's anyone left to save.
I can push past without a trace on it again.
And, I mean...
I don't think that's even needed if we're gonna go in the town. Let's just go in the town, but I don't think we should go in the town. We just talked about how we don't want to go into towns.
Right.
They could be baiting us into this town.
They very well could. That's why I said that it's a bad idea, but it seems foul to leave if there are living people there still.
Can you change Atlas into a bird?
No.
Oh. Well, some druids can change things into other things.
Oh, I suppose you mean with that the polymorph? No.
Well, that, or
I don't
if
think
you
I have that spell.
I think it's a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
But you could have a familiar of sorts.
I told you that he's not a familiar.
No, you could have another familiar. You could have just a menagerie.
Well, okay, wait. Okay. Wait, let's see what I got here.
You don't have conjure woodland beings?
No.
Well, I just recently discovered eye magic. Should I see if I can change into a bird?
Go right ahead. See if you try. If you can.
Bink is going to climb into a tree,
Okay.
Oh, no.
and then he's going to go, and then jump out of the
I'm gonna
tree
catch him. I'm gonna try
and
to
focus
catch.
really hard
I'm gonna
and
try to
see if I turn into a
I'm gonna
bird.
try so hard to catch him.
Flap those arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to believe.
I have something that can help you.
Perfect.
But
This is just fun.
yeah, I know.
This is fun while you guys decide if you're magic or not.
Right.
I don't have anything that would help us, unfortunately. What? Well, let's see here.
Notice I don't summon Avalanche or the Gang of Dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like to do this because I prefer my celestial transformation, but
Take
I
the wisdom
could.
save.
Okay.
You could turn into a bird.
I could.
Do that.
Is this against magic?
Sure.
Okay.
So you have
I get
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think gnomes have advantage
Yeah.
against.
Yeah, I get it against intelligence, wisdom, and charisma save as long if it's against magic.
Okay.
$13. I have a -1.
Oh.
I just have advantage.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so
Oh no, I can't turn into anything that flies yet. I can turn into a wolf though.
you jump out of the tree
Okay.
and you
Summon 2 imps. They
Mhm.
carry me gently to the ground.
you still land face first in the ground. However, you blink as you do it, and it's almost like the fall never happened, and you land a lot gentler than you thought. Anyone watching, you also, it seems like if you blinked, like he just got to the ground really suddenly all of a sudden.
Oh, I magic. I just don't have that magic.
He Family Guy fell.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in agreement. We sneak up and check.
How about you sneak up and check?
All
If
right,
you can
and
turn into a woodland creature.
I'll start, like, it looks like I'm getting ready to crawl on all fours, and then I'll slowly transform into a wolf.
Okay.
Okay. So
With a snake riding on top of my head.
I'll just take that snake for you. Just hey, I'll hold on to him.
Just sticks his tongue out at you.
Yep. Yeah, I'll feed you later.
I'm gonna walk away.
Whole egg? He is full. Is he still digesting that egg?
yeah, I'll like
You can see it.
squeeze it a little.
Don't crunch it. It's gonna be gushy in it.
Right? Yeah, gosh.
I'll crawl up to the town.
make a stealth roll.
Do I get the wolf stealth?
Yes.
Sure.
I don't know what the wolf stealth is.
Probably like
Oh,
+2
okay.
or +3.
You should know that.
Let's look up a wolf.
D&D. Wolf.
You're a wolf. Do you need to roll? Like, do you need to be stealthy?
Right. It doesn't really matter.
I don't know. It's up to. I guess it's up to you. Do you want to be stealthy?
Yeah, I'm still got my brain, and my brain says
Okay.
make it cautious.
Stealth is +5.
Okay.
Okay.
21.
21.
You have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell.
I'm prowling. I'm sniffing. Just
Okay.
discerning maybe a living body, a living person, like that panic,
right.
the smell of fear.
Okay.
Adrenaline.
That's amazing. How high that charisma is.
Okay.
Hey, +11 persuasion.
Make a perception check.
They have a natural 20.
What's their perception?
Perception +6. But you have advantage.
Well, it's only a 12.
Your passive 16.
17.
Damn.
So, you don't see anything or smell anything. The smell of char is overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But as you approach the village, you see bodies. You see burnt crops, burnt houses, burnt livestock. Some you see sword cuts through both the people and the livestock. How close do you get?
If I don't see anybody, I'll go to the edge of the town and just see if I can hear anything.
Mm-hmm. You get closer to the town, and as you're approaching the edge, your paw steps on something soft. And you look down, and it's a little rag doll. And you look over to the side near an overturned barrel, and there's a little body with a huge scar down the middle. And you sniff it, and it twitches. And you look around, and you see some other bodies begin to twitch.
Dead bodies.
Dead bodies. So,
I'm gonna leave.
having grown up in Aerith, you know that the Fel have become an issue. And the various peoples have learned how to deal with their dead in a way that prevents them from coming back and causing a problem. But no one's quite sure why the Fel exist. It might be because the other planes are blocked off. And so when a person dies, the soul has nowhere to go but back into its corpse. Could be some foul magic of the dark god that rules over this land, but either way, the Ned never stayed dead for long enough, and you can tell that these bodies will reanimate. You could probably take them out, but it's not really your job.
I just I pick up the doll with my mouth, and then I trot back over to my friends.
Okay.
Oh god, it's a wolf!
Oh shit! Spit the doll out at you.
Oh god, it's a doll it's a doll coming from the wolf. What is the wolf trying to tell us? That we're dolls to it?
I sit up on my haunches.
So you spit out the doll, and Bink, you see this doll, and you remember your dream last night, and this is the exact same doll. And you think about your own home and how far you've come from it. You remember gathering berries and herbs with your mother to make your teas. And you had a pretty good life. You made your living. The orcs really didn't care for your teas, so they didn't take too many of those. They took some berries, of course. So you were able to make a meager but sustainable living, you and your family. But there was that one day when your mother spoke out of turn when the town was gathered for one of its meetings before the legates that had come to town. What did your mother say that got her in trouble?
She didn't think we should be fighting against them. She thought we should just lay down, let them do what they needed. The other people didn't agree with her. They figured it was time to uprise.
And it was later that night that your own neighbors revolted against your mother. You remember kicking and screaming as they dragged her away, and they pushed you back and shoved you into a closet and barricaded the door. And you lived in what could generously be called a hut. So the gaps in the board were wide enough that you could see outside. And you saw as they dragged your mother behind the house. And they began beating her in the face. And you saw the blacksmith take out his pliers as he began pulling out her teeth, one after another. What did you do as you were locked in that closet?
I was mad. I got really mad. She always said, be kind, Bink. Be very, very kind. But today I didn't want to be kind. I was mad. They were hurting her. No! And he would break down the door.
You slam your shoulder into the door over and over. You start bleeding, but you don't stop until the pale excuse of a wooden plank and chair that had been propped against the door just splinter and shatter.
Blacksmith probably made that chair. Fuck him.
And you rush outside to defend your mother, grabbing the kitchen knife on your way out. What do you do?
Huge sword. It's a very big knife.
It is big.
He would probably scream, and he is going to jump and try to stab the knife in the back of the blacksmith and stop him.
Roll an attack roll.
Okay. I don't know what I have for a knife. I'll use dagger sets.
Yeah.
I have daggers. 21.
21. This peasant is no match to your knife. It dives deep into his back, and he stands up, gasping for air, and you see a fallen tree branch. You grab it, and you just whack him with it. You start whacking him, until he doesn't move anymore. The other villagers are just staring agape at you. And wide-eyed, they turn and scatter. As you,
I thought you guys wanted to fight! You don't want to fight anymore?
that's when you feel your mother's hand on your shin. Don't. Bink. Remember, you gotta be very, very good.
Be very, very kind.
Just. You can't stay here, but. This isn't the right place for you.
Without you. Can I tell she's dying?
Yeah. You can see she has huge welts all over her body. The people were not kind. They kicked her in the ribs. She's having trouble breathing. She reaches up to your face and says, just be a good boy. Do good.
I'll be very kind. I love you. And I'm gonna stab her in the back with my knife.
Oh.
She's
And
dying?
Yeah.
We go put her out of her misery.
Yeah, he's a mercy kill guy.
as
Yeah.
you go in to hug her one last time, you plunge the knife into her back and she goes limp in your arms.
How could you? Oh, just reach for that potion. I was fine.
And
He would probably lay her down and arrange her nicely, and then does she have a purse or anything on her, a pouch or anything?
she always carried her berry pouch when she would gather, and she had a few trinkets that in an older age may have had value, like a locket or a coin back when the
Money
King-
thing.
money was a thing and the kingdom existed. She kept it as a keepsake to remind her that, maybe one day the world would change and we could all go back to our old lives.
He would probably take the locket, take the pouch. He'd go over and the blacksmith or whatever is dead right there. Is he human or is he?
Yeah, he was a human bloke.
He would probably roll him over, spit in his face, and then pick up the pliers and just sit on his chest and start yanking out teeth to put in his pouch.
And so you do. And so your mother gone, and now a murderer, though for just cause, you leave town trying to find your way in a world that doesn't make sense anymore. And so you all move on from this village, this burning corpse that is returning to life in all the bad ways. You make your way further into the forest.
I can be a wolf for 2 hours.
And do you remain a wolf then?
Yes.
Okay.
Doggy.
You
With my snake riding on my head.
you can
Dog.
you continue, and as you do, Prius, you hear that same voice in the back of your head. That familiar maybe not comforting voice, but it is the most familiar voice you've had with you all this time. It speaks up and say, "Can you feel it, Prius? There's been a shift as palpable as a change in the wind. I feel as if we're in Act 3 of some macabre opera. Are you ready for your soliloquy atop your bloody precipice? Will you swoon the deaf ears of your victims with the cries of rage and pain? Oh, I relish the thought.
Maybe.
Oh, are you ready to take more lives, Prius?
No more lives.
Oh, but it's in your future. That's what binds us. Can't you see it? You picked me up because we were destined to be together.
And maybe, yes, I think we were. But not to kill people.
Time will tell. Oh, dearie. Oh, we will paint Aerith red. Oh. It's at this that Nyler hears you talking to yourself. He comes up and you feel his pale, old, wrinkly, bony hand rest upon your shoulder. And he says, "Are you okay, dear? You're talking to yourself again."
Oh no, it's just Nissan.
And I see. Nissan, it is. Are they? It's your sword, correct?
Yeah.
And what do you say to it?
Really everything. She knows everything about my life.
Well, you just seem quite perturbed by it.
Yeah, sometimes we don't agree. But we're still like best friends.
How peculiar. Well, just remember that when you're arguing with your friend, remember to laugh. We live in a time of war and of death and destruction. We just saw it in that past town. Those poor souls. I doubt they even know what hit them. But we must remember to keep the joy. We must remember to laugh. Yes?
Yeah, I agree.
I hope you keep that in your heart. And so, in time, Nova, make a perception check.
Ooh, I'm just kidding.
Plus
How long
six.
has it been? Am I from a human again?
I mean, you're still a wolf as far as I know.
Can I have advantage then?
It's on smelling or hearing.
Am I
Not
spelling or
sight.
hearing?
Which do you want to be?
I mean,
Both?
both?
Yeah, go for it.
She's got her mouth open.
She's
terrified as a wolf.
It's plus 6.
16?
16. You smell the pine needles now descending into a more deciduous forest at this point. Dead leaves, the decay of moss and dirt. The smells of the forest. You don't pick up much else. You continue on, and your shape eventually fades from the wolf. And does anyone else do anything on their journey before?
I didn't tell you because I was a wolf, but all of those bodies were reanimating.
Oh, we should have sent them.
What does that mean? What's a scent?
Oh,
Sent them a letter?
assault. Sorry, assault them.
Assault them.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, they were already dead, so I guess re-killing them would have been fine with you and your standards, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're already too far past.
Oh well.
But they were reanimating. I sensed no other living beings. And I brought the doll. Did anyone keep the doll?
Yeah, I picked the doll up. What's the doll about?
I just found it next to a dead girl.
Oh.
It looks like she had been split in twain.
Terrifying. Period. Just period. I found it next to a dead girl.
Actually,
well, she's reanimated now.
As I was picking up the doll and inspecting it, I saw the girl's lifeless corpse begin to twitch. And then slowly, one after another, the sea of other dead began to twist their limbs, just contorting in weird angles. It was quite terrifying. I should have told you that 2 hours ago, but I liked being a wolf.
It's like a rough thriller.
Do we know how to get rid of the undead? Is that like a thing?
Yeah,
Like
everyone
pretty
has their ways. The dwarves like to bury their dead under a huge slab of rock so that when they reanimate, they can't get back up. Some cultures burn their dead. You can also decapitate them and dismember them, and that usually releases the soul properly that they do not reanimate.
Or to ventilate the neck.
You're probably pretty good at that, right?
If you turn them back into fertilizer, they grow crop really well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Life begetting life, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's a circle of,
Yeah.
or sphere, or however, whatever, square of life.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Flat of life. The Earth's flat, right?
Yes, the Earth is flat. Yes. I went to a college. I know that the Earth is flat.
Huh. Interesting. So Bink recognizes this doll, right?
Yes, he does.
Has that ever happened to him before? What's going on?
He's never had a premonition like this before. Yeah. It's eerie because she describes exactly the scene you saw, and this is exactly the doll you dreamed about. Bink does not know what to make of all this.
It's dumb.
But it's new and strange, but you all live in a strange world where sometimes the rules don't make sense.
I believe we're getting close to evening. We should find a safe place to rest.
What about that bush?
To sleep in, or to eat, or to urinate in. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Well, it's too small for us to bed down. I do believe it's some kind of poisoned ivy, so it might give you a rash.
Even to pee on it?
As long as you don't touch yourself to it.
Oh, okay.
It might be itchy.
What about that bush?
That one's alright.
Oh. We can sleep on that bush.
Well, I wouldn't sleep in it.
Why not?
Because
You just said we can sleep on it.
It's too small for all of us.
It's the perfect size for me.
Yeah. Bink can sleep on it. It's a
It's
bed.
perfect. It'd be a great bed for you.
This is a
Ashley.
pink bush.
Yeah.
It's a pink bush.
Bink bed bush.
It's the BBB.
Bed bush.
It's a big bad bug.
Right, so should we find a place to bed down? Should
I mean-
we find a place? Should we keep traveling?
It's getting late. We can see the stars, and my feet are tired. We can perhaps scan the area, make sure there's nothing in the nearby vicinity.
I think that'd probably be for the best, yes.
So, as you bed down or begin to find a camp to bed down for the night, you hear footsteps approach you.
Ah, hell.
And you look over and see the curly auburn hair and the bald head of the supposed backup crew that was sent behind you. And they say, the auburn-haired fellow says, "Well, if it isn't the other team. How have you all been? We've been looking for you." We've been very worried.
Well, we've been traveling, so it's, the ground's quite uncomfortable to sleep on, but otherwise I think we've been doing fairly well. Bink got some new teeth.
We found some bushes to eat, That one's really good. I point to the poison ivy bush. That one's really healthy. If you eat those leaves.
It's great
Really-
foliage.
It's
really
a
good.
salad.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Full of iron.
Yeah, good for the digestion system,
It's great.
So feel free to
Really, really good with some kind of nice marinade.
jump in there. But yeah, we've just been traveling along the roads, through towns and whatnot, and making our stops. There was a weird sign that we saw back there a ways. I couldn't read it, but
It just looked like chicken scratch to me.
yeah, it was some strange symbols on a
Probably
tree.
demonic.
Oh, definitely some
Yeah,
sort of weird
definitely.
creature. You should keep an eye out for something like that.
Yeah, definitely. There was some kind of tragedy of a town we saw as well. It must have been orcs, if I had to guess.
It's strange they would be so far in, though.
Yes, well, the orcs are pesky beings.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And how did your travels go? Fairly well? Did you...
Swimmingly. But first, I must ask, where's the bird?
Bird.
Well,
He
Don't-
killed a crow yesterday. Are you looking for... Is that your crow?
It's alive. He didn't kill.
Oh, that's true.
oh yeah, I tried to.
That's
and
true.
It
That's
was
true.
very hardy.
It did fly away.
No games. Where is the bird?
You know me. I don't play games.
We have a book.
Would you like the book? It's the only magical thing we found.
Well, it's not magical, but it was weird.
It has magical text.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Ooh, that was good.
I'm not rolling well on these today. My
25.
rolls are actually so high.
Okay.
My rolls are so low. 14.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
15.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Rorx, you're the only one that sees the dagger fly out of the bushes to the side, as this team is not going to be taking any lip from your team. And that's where we'll pick up next time. But in the meantime, we float up into the sky above Erythor, the great forest of the elves. And we float and soar across the treetops until we catch up with a black crow with a broken wing. And it soars with an unnatural speed towards the heart of the forest. And we see now a chamber. It is very dark inside, but there is a arch window that looks out over the treetops. The molding around the window is very intricately grown. It is not carved. Great druids have molded the branches into designs incapable even by the greatest dwarven smiths of the old ages. And the crow can be seen flying up to this window. And out of our view, a alabaster hand swoops out and allows a perch for this crow. And we hear a feminine voice say, "Oh, very interesting. I will have to watch this group." And that is where we will end tonight's episode. Thank you so much for joining us on Campaigns of the Plains. We have one more episode to go on this little mini arc. Hope you're all enjoying it. Make sure that you go to our social medias and to YouTube or your podcast platform that you prefer. Make sure that you like and follow us, subscribe, whatever you do on those things, so that you don't miss a second of what comes next. Thank you so much. We love you. You have a good night. Bye.